Students, welcome to our English class. I'm Ragini, your English teacher. And students, today we'll discuss in the chapter an elementary school classroom in a slum. The last stanza we'll discuss today in this video. Okay, as we have already covered first, second, third stanza with the explanation, hard words, and poetic devices. Now it's time to finish this poem written by Stephen Spender. So let us, without wasting time, let us continue with this poem. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs break open till they break the town, and show the children to green fields and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books. The white and green leaves open history, theirs whose language is the sun. As we have already come to know that this poem has no rhyming scheme. This is a free words poem, okay? And the major poetic devices are metaphor and simile and alliteration. Now, this stanza, what this stanza depicts. The poet says here, the elementary school in the slum exists for namesake. The infrastructure is poor with hardly any serious teaching. It means no serious teaching take place in that school. The school springs in activity only when a governor or a school inspector or a visitor comes on a round of the school. The administrative machineries of the school also gears up at that time. Then the map becomes their window from where they can see the world beyond their slums. Okay, and this map becomes their window, and they could see outside of the world that what could be there. Okay, and since they are confined to the slums, these sights and glimpses are shut up upon them, as they are deprived of all opportunities of means. They all are deprived of all opportunities. Their lives are shut up in the cemeteries, catacombs, cemeteries. Their lives are shut up in the tombs and cemeteries of these slums, their children's life, okay, where they slither and slog to make both end meets. The poet hopes that these children will break free from their morbid life. The poet has a hope here that one day these children would break the barriers, the obstacles, okay, to see the new world. One day they can do from the chains of the slum. From where? From the chains of the slums. He appeals to those in power like governor, like inspector, visitor, social worker, or administrative power, or government. Many powers are there. So poet has an appeal. Poet was appealing to the powers to liberate these children from the miserable slums and enable them to breathe in fresh, beautiful, and healthy environment. Okay. Poet appeals to them that they should away from this foggy slum. They should be able to bask in the open green fields, and okay, they also can go in open green fields, and let them run free. Let them run free on the golden sand. Let them run free on the golden sand. Let them see the open green field. Okay, their world should not be confined to the hazardous, the filthy slum. What it means, azure here? Azure means deep blue. Okay, deep blue. The poet visualized freedom for these children. He wants to carefree life where they get economic and social justice, where they have the right to be happy. These slum children should be able to enjoy the fundamental rights of education. Otherwise, their lives will be miserable always. They should be able to learn not from the books alone, but also from the world, the nature around them. They should learn from the nature. The poet ends on a note of positivity and wants opportunities to be available to these children. The poet who strive for knowledge are the one who create history. The poet here says that the one who are let free are the one who will create history. People who outshine others, who glow like the sun. And the poet here, what is it? The poet ends with this note positively. Okay, and the poet says that who break free from the constraints of their restricted life are the one who create history, and that of disease are twisted bones. Okay, it means poet has a very deep hope for these children if they get opportunity. So that poet here appeals to the higher authorities that provide them opportunity. Don't provide them these donations. They need opportunity. They need a chance to see the world, to learn many things, not only from the books. Okay, here the run naked into books. The white and green leaves open. No, means they should let them go in the greenery, let them go in the green field. Not only from the books they could learn the things. They learn the things learning by doing. Okay, so history there, whose language is the sun, means they can create the history. They can create a milestone. They also can do many things. So student, this is the explanation. How many poetic devices are here? Let's come to know the poetic devices. The white green leaves open. The white green leaves open. Here books and nature are expressed in the form of white and green leaves. Okay. Books and nature here are expressed in the form of white and green leaves. It means here metaphor poetic device has been used. One more is the anaphora. Use of repeated words in two consecutive lines. You can see here in two consecutive lines one word has been repeated, so no repetition. You cannot say repetition and poetic device. Here is anaphora because it's a consecutive lines. Okay, so anaphora, poetic device. So two poetic devices are there, metaphor and anaphora. So student, this is all about this poem by Stephen Spender, Elementary School, Classroom in a Slum. I hope you all have understood the theme of the poem, what poet wants to convey to us. Okay, so we will meet in our next video. Till then, have a great day.